Welcome to Rolling Hills Public Charter School. I'm glad you've decided to take a few minutes to take a tour of our school with me. Why don't you come on inside? My name is Terry Friend. Amongst other things at the school, I'm the enrollment specialist. I'm glad to have the opportunity to give you a tour of our school today. Rolling Hills was actually founded in 2005. We moved to this building after being in Portables. This building was built for us in 2007. We are a small school intentionally. We offer kindergarten through 8th grade, just one classroom of each grade level. And the very inception of our school board decided that that was the way we wanted to maintain our enrollment, keeping our enrollment size small so that we could maintain that small, safe, structured environment so that we can have high expectations for our academics, our student behaviors, and offer a personalized learning opportunity for our students and our family where we can really get to know you. Let's go ahead and spend some time going through our school building so that you can feel comfortable with us. Why don't you come in and we'll start in our gym. Our kids do have the opportunity for PE twice a week. We utilize both our gym, and when the weather is nice, we get to utilize our park outside, the Optimus Sports Park that is our neighbor. We also offer middle school athletics for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. They have the opportunity for cross country, girls volleyball, girls basketball, boys basketball, and we end our season with co-ed track and field. Come on down the rest of our building here. A quick note, we are a uniform school. I'd encourage you to look more information on our website about that. Our middle schoolers do have lockers that they can store their stuff because they do in fact transition from 7 classes each day. Here's an example of one of our classrooms. The 6th grade classroom is a great example of one of the classrooms set up to utilize collaborative spaces. Another feature of each of our classroom is our overhead projectors so that teachers can play videos, they can do presentations, and the kids can participate that way, as well as an amplification system that allows for teachers to be well heard all throughout the classroom. There's a student microphone associated with that. That's also our two-way communication with the office. We'll pop our head into our 7th grade homeroom class. Each of our middle school classes, grades 6, 7, and 8, do begin and end their day in their homeroom class with their peers. Our Veterans Wall of Honor is something special for our school. We have been designated as a Purple Heart School, which is a special designation, just recognizing the things we do to honor our veterans. We do have an awesome Veterans Day assembly each year, in addition to saying the Pledge of Allegiance each day at the beginning of our school day. To the right is going to be our Morton Computer Lab. It is one of our resources that's available to all of our grade levels, but this lab is one of 2 computer labs in our school. This one is primarily focused on our middle school students, where they do have their computers specials class here twice a week. A number of our electives meet here, but teachers do have the opportunity to book that out as full class use. Across the hall is our 5th and 4th grade classrooms. Another opportunity to just highlight our collaborative workspaces and how we really, our classroom teachers use purposeful spaces. You'll notice the classroom library with the resource behind it that's vocabulary words related to literacy. You'll also see that throughout the room there is multiple places where small groups can work together. Fourth grade in Idaho is all about Idaho history, and that's one of the great places where we can stop and think for a moment about cross-curricular education. Our teachers really strive to provide projects in their classrooms that are cross-curricular experiences with Idaho history, in 4th grade, we can, it's a natural opportunity to have a, mix in art and math and writing all into our social studies opportunity to make that a rich social studies experience. As we come down the hall, you can just notice opportunities to display student work and uplifting messages. We'll be stepping into our 8th grade homeroom class. Take a minute in here just to talk about a couple of things. Homeroom, kind of a business end of things for a bit, some housekeeping, attendance happens there, our lunch counts, but it also gives us an opportunity to build class culture, something that's important for each of our grade levels to really get to know each other. And again, because we're just one classroom of each grade, they can really develop that within the classroom. Middle school has the opportunity to not just be with their individual grade levels, but we do have many classes that are integrated grade level, including our math and our English language arts, where we want to make sure we're hitting kids at their challenge level. Our electives are also a multi-grade level opportunity, but there are times that we're just with our individual grade level class. You would be attending 6th grade science, or you'd be attending 6th grade social studies. So we want to build an environment where that whole middle school works together as a team. One of the ways that we do that is our annual trip to McCall Outdoor Science School. That's a week-long experience where the kids are really bonded together. I encourage you to look more information about that on our website. Our main restrooms. Another middle school locker hallway, and back to our gymnasium. We'll be stepping into the left to our 2nd grade classroom. One of the neat things about our elementary classrooms and the way a lot of them are put together has to do with facilitating centers where we can address learning in multiple modes, and we can also meet with our teacher or the assistant and work together in small groups where we're really targeting that learning level where kids are. Also gives us an opportunity for hands-on experiences in learning. As we step next door to our 3rd grade classroom, in our classrooms, we have workbook style textbooks. The neat thing about this is the kids can actually work directly in them. There's tear out pages we can send home as homework, or extra help is available. They are also something that we purchase fresh each year so that the publisher is able to always keep those current. A couple of our textbook styles are that way. As we move on down the building here, we're actually going to focus on our kindergarten classroom for a couple of extra minutes, because I know a lot of you visiting for a school tour are thinking about joining us at the kindergarten level. You've probably read on our website that we do have a full day kindergarten program. We've implemented that purposefully so that we can launch our kids ahead academically with just one classroom moving forward to 1st grade. We are hoping that we've leapfrogged them ahead of other 1st grade peers. Kindergarteners need to move around, so we've implemented flexible seating options in our classroom that allow for a lot of movement and self-choice, and learning in their smart seat where they can really focus fast. Part of the movement is actually throughout their entire day. Because they are a full day, they're able to enjoy our specials classes as well. Let's step across the hallway to our science room, which is one of our special classes. kids are able to rotate out to science as a special class twice a week. It really is an awesome opportunity for us to have a teacher that focuses on science as a subject, so it doesn't get just glossed over in the general classroom. This is also an area where we're able to implement our school garden as part of the curriculum. I encourage you to learn more about our school garden on our website and also in our outside video. So Rolling Hills is a Title I school. That means that we receive extra federal funds that are focused really on student achievement and success at school. For Rolling Hills, we actually focus a lot of that money and spending to bring extra staff into our building. What you see here with the desks along the hallway gives us opportunities for those specialists to work in individual and small groups with our kids. This is our second computer lab. This one is focused on our kinder through 5th grade specials computer class twice a week. In here and in our other lab actually also, the computers are loaded with the Microsoft Office programs, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We use a number of educational learning websites as well as a program called EduType so that we can really focus on our keyboarding skills. Tucked back in the corner of our building here is our music room. Kids do get to come out to our music room twice a week. It's not always set up like this, but we did want to highlight some of the fantastic instruments that we have here, including our xylophones, the metallophone, our percussion instruments. But the kids do a lot of music and movement opportunities, focus on music theory, and at the middle school level we do offer choir and a string orchestra as elective choices. So service learning is a big focus at our school, and that is a full circle. These storage cabinets just right above these desks are not just utilizing underutilized space, but they were recently brought to our school through an Eagle Scout project. So we have a number of our enhancements at our school are brought to us by community funding and community effort. Like I said, it's a circle, so what you see here as we come around the corner is actually an example of our service learning project. Each grade level is expected to plan and implement a service project that benefits an organization in our community. This one, first graders just recently put together these kindness kits with the effort of all of our families to be delivered to to children at the local shelter. Well, this is our first grade classroom, and a lot of first grade focuses on learning, so learning to read. So you'll notice a lot of this is literacy-based wall displays. But another big focus is on our behavioral expectations. Learning to be a bucket filler is a focus in first grade, but it's also a focus throughout our whole school. Those character traits that make us good people. We have a focus on 6 pillars of character. We highlight one of those each month at a monthly assembly where 1 or 2 children from each grade level are highlighted for really reflecting that character. Across the hallway here is our lunchroom and library combination. Our library is open to our students as often as possible, but they do get to come out as a class once each week where they have a lesson with our librarian and are able to check out books for them. She tries to make sure that the library is stocked with things that are really going to just interest them to read. Our cafeteria, we do serve breakfast before school and lunch each day. We do qualify for the National Free and Reduced Lunch Program, so we meet those nutritional standards, and we're able to serve some of our students in need. It all looks the same when they serve lunch, however, so that children who are receiving free lunch, reduced lunch, and paid lunch all look the same. Well, that kind of brings us to the back of the school, the end of the building. We'll step outside for just a minute so you can see our playground. We've highlighted our playground in our outdoor video, so I encourage you to take the outdoor tour as well. We do have the benefit of being right next to the Optimus Sports Park, so part of what you're seeing in the background there is that. But we do have the benefit of a beautiful playground and a beautiful environment. I look forward to talking to you more. If you call or email, I'm the one who's going to take your call and answer questions that you might have about enrollment, some things that maybe we didn't clarify here during the tour. I love to talk about our school, so I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time today.